All right, so recap of the day, lottery.com. I hit the lottery.com on this one. I got in right before the halt. Had several halts, but I got in here, scaled out, scaled out, scaled out, and then sold the last little bit after it hit this monthly, where if you look at the monthly, it tapped once, twice off that 640 level. So it basically failed there again, and that's where I pulled, got out. And then I tried a little bit of the scalp here at the end of the day. SMFL. This one I traded near the open, just some scalps, quick scalps, and managed to squeeze some money out of that one. Mara, I was in and out of this one all day. Had this long most of the time, except for in here where, yeah, I took it short. I tried taking it short here, which in hindsight, I mean, I was looking at it as a double top from yesterday's high. So it came back, and really what it ended up being was a nice little handle shakeout, which shook me out of my long because I closed out of my long, and then I went in short, and then I ended up not closing out until here. So that was my bigger loss of the day. And then I got in here on this, what was a sell signal. I got in a little bit aggressively there, and then I ended up getting caught on the phone with somebody and rode this up. So I got really lucky. But if you look at it, it came right back down to these, through all three of these anchor VWAPs, and found support right here, which is where I closed out. And then I tried some other trades in here. I think, what did I do? Yeah, I sold it short there and took profit there. So that was Mara. I mean, I got really lucky on that one. Well, overall, today was a great day. Profit-wise, I think I made some mistakes that I need to work on. With trying to short something too soon. And then I definitely did too much size in that lottery, so that could have worked out horribly for me. But yeah, I'll go back to that one in a second. Iren, I scalped into that. Mara, or MU, if we look at that on the 15-minute, I wanted to get back in here. Look at this buy signal that you have on volume, right? So green bar buy signal. I was going to put an order in here above this anchored VWAP, and I would have caught a nice little 1.5% move. This would have been more of a swing trade, but they had a lot of upgrades, and I guess they had good earnings, although this is looking ugly here. But I traded off the open thinking we'd break out, and it came just right back down and stopped me out. So that's fine. SWAV also, thought it was going to break out of this range, and then it came back. So it never did get above there, right? So maybe I should have waited. MSTR, I closed that out. That was a swing from yesterday that I had, so I closed that out for a loss. And Mara, that was the one that I already covered. But LTRY, man, yeah, if you look at the 15-minute, just straight up, right? So I like to have the 15-minute over here and usually like the 1 minute here. And I mark stuff out from higher time frames. But that's pretty much it of what I've traded, and then what I have current positions. SKYT. Let me do this. Shoot that up for regular hours. So SKYT, that's a nice little breakout. Look at the weekly continuation play there on the weekly. Nice volume. Semiconductors. Its fundamentals are okay. ADR over 5. Small float, small cap. But yeah, if you look at that daily chart. Look, you had a nice little breakout from there. So that's looking good. GKOS, that got an analyst upgrade or price target raise. And that you could consider as a buy signal, right? But that's looking all right. CPRX, took that one. And CAMT, probably could have got into this one a little bit earlier. But it's kind of like the same thing as, what was the other one that SWAV, where it came back. But this one, I don't like that. If we look at the daily, the daily, this is the weekly, sorry. So the daily, you do have a nice big volume bar. It's a green bar buy signal. For me, kind of broke out of this wedge. So it's a small position. I don't know. I didn't really feel, I took it, but I didn't like the fundamentals. What's the float on this thing? Float's kind of, it's okay. I mean, if we look at a weekly chart, it's you really would have wanted to buy it here. So this is, and it's a consolidation breakout, but it couldn't close above. It's not a great trade. Like I probably should have closed it out. We'll see how it goes tomorrow, but that's pretty much it for me for today. So again, the things that I really did well was trading a hot stock, and I caught this LTRY because I had trade ideas running in the background, and it was lighting up the scanner, and that it runs in the background. And usually I'm at home today. I usually have multiple monitors in my office, but I heard it. You know, I can listen to it. I have it set up where I can listen to the names, tickers coming through, and you can see I wanted to get it here. I got not the best entry on it, but that was basically a lot of luck there. Rounding out the rest of the scan here. Let's just clean this up here, and I don't want to show trades right now. All right, so Iren, wow, that looks really good on the weekly chart, really good there. And I did scalp it, but man, I would love to have held some of that. MGTX, CPRX, that's kind of a pump stock. This is the bull combo scan. So I have the bull combo ADR of over 3. Usually I have it set higher than that. Usually 4. Mara, I mean, yeah, so when you step back and look at the weekly chart, there's just such a nice breakout with huge volume. And, you know, I made money shorting it, I guess. But Oscar, wow, that looks good. I like that. That nice little kind of cup. Straight up, it's a little bit V-shape, right? So the V-shapes, you tend to want to see it kind of round out a little bit more, like Mara did a little bit more. Let's get through this list here. I don't want to make this video too long. BYON, nice continuation. Groupon. CAMT I took. DCTH. BAK. I also like to look at the earnings on these things. Chewy. I think I saw somebody talking about this one on Twitter. I don't know. For me, what's the float on it? Yeah, it's pretty big. Victoria's Secret. See that now? That's got a tight float. The fundamentals are shit, but look at this little box it's forming right here. So that's actually looking pretty decent there. Probably something to keep an eye on. Imagine the short interest is high on that. Castle, CCL, these guys had good earnings, but look at the float, $1 billion. But it doesn't mean it just can't move. I mean, it did make a move of, what, 50, 60% there. Bulls, the Bulls are back. Little shakeout yesterday. That's all that was so far. One day does not make a trend. So let's look at that. Let's look at this a second, right? Let's look at the anchored VWAP on that. Found support. Let's see, where was the big volume bar? Right there. Now, kind of found support on this one here. Came right down to that. So that's holding. That's pretty valid. Wayfair. Here comes Wayfair now. TDW, I did consider that one. Now this has got the good fundamentals here. Small, under 3.6 billion. That looks pretty good. But yeah, I think I'm going to take it just because it's been straight up on a daily. But the weekly looks pretty good. Maybe you take it if it breaks that high. L.E.U, that's looking good. So you have, what do we got here? What is this company? Industrial Minerals. Metals and Minerals. So you try to break out here, failed. But now you're back above that. This one I'll add to the watch list. STRL. BRZEs, trading in this is all flagging out there. AMD's back. Team. Tesla. And that's pretty much it from the day. Still a bull market.